Stop Procrastinating Right Now by AnitadeSouza. So what is procrastination? Procrastination is defined by dictionary.com as the act or habit of procrastinating or putting off or delaying, especially something requiring immediate attention. So why do we procrastinate? Well, there's several reasons. The task ahead is boring, we are disorganized, we feel overwhelmed by the task ahead. We are perfectionists who don't want to do the task because we are afraid it won't be perfect, or simply we can't decide what to do and how to even start. So this is what happens when we procrastinate. The procrastination action line graph shows us that procrastination is a painful thing, and it becomes even more painful when we know our deadline is fast approaching or we are getting closer to the time the task needs to be completed. That nagging pain increases as our time starts running out because the feeling and emotions attached to procrastination, which include anxiety, guilt, sporadic negative thoughts, and so on, never actually go away. But what we find as we move along the graph to the middle is that when we finally take action and start to work on the task, the pain reduces. So let me repeat that. As soon as you cross the action line, the pain begins to subside. In fact, being in the middle of procrastination is often more painful than being in the middle of doing the work. Point A on the chart is often more painful than point B. The guilt, shame and anxiety that you feel while procrastinating are usually worse than the effort and energy you have to put in while you're working. So therefore, the problem is not actually doing the work, it's starting the work. So how do you recognize if you're procrastinating? Well, filling your day with low priority tasks from your to-do list. Reading emails several times without starting work on them or deciding what you're going to do with them. Sitting down to start a high priority task and almost immediately going off to make a coffee. Or leaving an item on your to-do list for a long time even though you know it's important. Regularly saying yes to unimportant tasks that other people ask you to do and filling your time with these instead of getting on with what's important task on your own. So here's something for you guys to have a look at. Learn the art of saying no. Don't lie, don't make excuses, don't over-explain yourself. Just simply decline. Say no. So what type of procrastinator are you? If you're watching this video, you're definitely a procrastinator. So here are the types. The perfectionist, who usually has high standards. Rather than produce a less than superior outcome, they do nothing. In your case, your solution would be set limits on time allowed to complete a task and create an incentive system. So when you set this time and you achieve it, you give yourselves a surprise or a little gift. Prioritiser, who attends to tasks that are more convenient, salient or interesting. Priority is sacrificed for ease. All tasks become urgent. Solution to this one, create and stick to a well-laid plan, which includes all tasks, not just the ones that are convenient. Next, we have the forgetful type, silly old bear, who has problems with working memory, the ability to store and manage information required to perform complex cognitive tasks. So the solution to this one, use tricks to remember things. Repetition and consistency is key. So obviously, if you're that type of person where you do something once and you forget it, you just have to keep doing it over and over again. The more you do it, the more you remember it. The next one is Doug the dog, the easily distracted. Person who has short attention span. Distraction occurs in the moment or when things come up and unravel the plan and result of impulsivity. So with this one, create emotional boundaries, use rewards and consequences. If you don't achieve this by this time, you're going to do this, and see how that person likes it. And last but not least, we have hey ho, the big picture type. So they hold the erroneous perception that most tasks come as an inseparable whole, and they apply this whole task to physical space. If you're looking at the task as a big picture, it's very difficult to then see yourself getting to the end. So the trick is to just split each task individually into little pieces, and that will always help the situation. And if that's not enough, here are some anti-procrastination techniques for you. Number one, make the rewards of taking action more immediate. So if you know that you're going to work on something, rather than give yourself that thing at the end of the task, complete the first quarter of the task and reward yourself with something, and keep doing that consistently, and that will actually make you want to just continue with the work. Number two, make the procrastination more immediate. So if you are the type, the dog, and you get distracted easily, make the consequences more immediate. So if you don't achieve something by a certain time, you have to give a person £10, or you have to donate to a charity that you don't like. But do it so that if you don't actually achieve it, the consequences happen straight away as opposed to a lot later. Number 3, make the task more achievable. Split the tasks into little pieces. You don't necessarily have to do the whole task. This applies to the third one, who thinks that they have to approach the whole task at one go. No, split it into little tasks and work on them bit by bit. Another method you might consider is the Ivy Lee method, not Ivy League. Got it mixed up there. And what that involves is 5 stages that you need to take. So to sum it all up, at the end of each work day, write down the 6 most important things you need to accomplish tomorrow. Do not write down more than 6. Number 2, prioritize those 6 items in order of their true importance, and mean true importance. 3, when you arrive tomorrow, concentrate only on the first task. Work until the first task is finished before moving on to the second task. 4, approach the rest of your list in the same fashion. At the end of the day, move unfinished items to a new list of 6 tasks for the following day, and repeat this process every day. But what you need to do is make sure that you do it in the order that you prioritize. And don't prioritize based on what you want to do. Don't prioritize based on what you think you should do. Prioritize on what is most important. And if all else fails, I consciously tell myself to stop procrastinating, and that I should just get up and do the task immediately. Funny enough, this actually works for me because I'm telling myself not to be lazy without allowing that little devil on my shoulder to say, oh, just give yourself 1 more minute, just 10 more minutes in bed, or just 5 more minutes watching this. Just tell yourself, get up now, get it done, get it sorted. And that is the end. I hope you found this video useful. These techniques really do work. Try and be consistent, because the more you're consistent, the more you will reduce your procrastination and the more you get rid of it. Thanks for watching my video. I hope it benefited you in some way. Please forward it on to anyone else you think will benefit from it. And if you have any preferences on any videos that you want me to work on, please do put them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I wish you all the best and see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.